Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about Lola. Now Echeveria Lola is one of my favorite succulent because it is an absolutely beautiful succulent. As you can see, the major beauty of this succulent is its symmetrical leaves and the shape of the leaves. Colors are not very intense, but they tend to get this very pale color. This one is the Echeveria Lola. So it gets a very pale color and looks absolutely beautiful. The beauty is actually the leaves. You can see very beautiful leaves. I had a couple of them. This is the oldest ones that I have, and this one I completely forgot about it. It was right in the corner and I forgot to water it, and it dropped a lot of the leaves, and but it's still thriving. That's the good part. It's still doing quite well. So I will be watering this today. I'll do a complete watering. Now the thing what I have noticed about Lola over the years of growing them, from my experience, they are very hungry for light. The moment they feel that there is a lack of light, or they're not happy with the amount of light they receive, they immediately start to stretch. So at all given point of time, ensure that you're giving them a good amount of light. Now either that can be in form of indirect bright light, direct morning sunlight after acclimating it, or grow light. All of these three options will work out. But if you're keeping them in indirect bright light, ensure that the light is very bright and it lasts for a longer period of time. Even if it's for 9 to 10 hours of indirect bright light, it is going to work out really well. Now these two are under the filtration. They are getting a good amount of indirect bright light, filtered light, and these are in morning direct sunlight. So they are a little bit more stressed compared to this one. So what I will do is I will quickly water this guy while I'm talking about it. Because I completely forgot to water this one, and it has been really long. Today when I was just planning to make a video on them, I realized that this was right at the corner and I completely forgot about it. So I thought I will give it some water and take care of it, otherwise it is going to have issues. Otherwise it might even die if I'm not going to water it after this point, because it has already dropped a lot of the leaves. And this one that is in morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours, even this I'm going to be watering it. But you can just see the beauty of the leaves. They are so beautiful, so compact, and you can see those tips on each of the leaves. They are so pronounced and so beautiful. That is what I love about the Echeveria Lola. And this one is also in indirect bright light. This is under the filtration, the shade cloth. That's why you can see the colors are there, but it's not very compact. So I prefer to give it a little bit more of direct sunlight. I'm just waiting to put it out in morning direct sunlight. I have to do a very slow introduction, so I'm just waiting for that. And here I think, as you can see, the soil is still so dry. It has not passed through the drain hole, which means that the soil was dry for a very long time. So I feel really bad. So I apologize to my Lola, and I hope the water is going to pass through very soon. So yes, I think the water has started to drain out. As you can see, the water is draining out, which means that we are done with the watering. And another thing, because I use concrete pots, that's why it tends to absorb that water much faster from the soil, and my soil itself is very gritty and loose and porous. So I completely forgot about it, but I think it is going to do quite well. I think I'll water this one as well, so that I don't forget about this one, because this one is in direct sunlight and it has a high chance of getting dehydrated much faster. Now guys, again, this is my papercrete pot. This is the oldest one. I think it's almost 2 years now that I had made this papercrete pot, and you can see it's like super strong. I at times do bottom watering. I also do top watering for this pot, and it has been doing excellent. It's very old, and I think this one is a little bit faster. You can see the water has already started to pass, because this is a very small pot. But I will still give it a little bit more watering, because it's just few drops coming out. So I'll give it a little bit more watering. So as you can see how important it is to have a balanced watering, otherwise they can start having issues. So always check depending upon your environment and climate. I usually tend to keep most of my succulents underwatered, but not to an extreme point how this one, because this one I completely forgot. But this was the whole idea about it. Always ensure that you give a good amount of light for your Lola, because the Lola will only look beautiful and pretty as long as it gets a lot of light. You can see how this one looks, the one that gets a good amount of direct sunlight, and compared to this one also looks pretty. It has a little bit more of the pink color, but I do not like the leaves as much as I like the leaves of the Lola that is kept in direct sunlight, morning direct sunlight after acclimating. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.